Good morning, 1 million cups, and welcome to another Wednesday of the Fairfax community. Next slide, Maria.
Is it showing yet?
1 Million Cups is sponsored by the Kauffman Foundation. They work with communities and entrepreneurship to increase opportunities and allow us to grow in a safe space. And we learn to take risks and own our success, which as a small business owner can be a challenge on occasion. Next slide, please. We have both a national and a local mission to create consistent educational experiences for our presenters, but also for our community members. My favorite part of 1 Million Cups are the pillars. We are presentation based, not pitch based. We are not about networking. We are about making authentic connections. And I will say those connections can become friendships. We're run for the community, by the community. And my favorite, we are radically and intentionally inclusive. Do we have visitors in the room today? I thought I saw a few faces that were new. If you are new, if you would raise your hand and let us know. And I'm looking down the gallery slide just to see. Is it Ada or Aida?
Aida.
Aida. Would you like to introduce yourself and let us know how you found us?
Yes, absolutely. I'm a guest of Maria. We've been friends for quite a while. Our girls have grown up together, and we're now in this entrepreneurship journey as well. I'm an accountant, a tax advisor, a bookkeeper here in Loudoun County. I help small businesses, families with their taxes and accounting to make sure that their financial picture is more clear. Thank you so much for the invitation, Maria.
Wonderful. Welcome. We're glad to have you. Any friend of Maria's is a friend of ours. Paul, I believe you're new as well. Am I correct?
You are correct, yes.
Would you like to introduce yourself and how you heard about us?
Yeah, absolutely. My name is Paul Pearson. I live in Arlington. I own a for-profit IT company where we help small businesses and nonprofits with cybersecurity marketing and web development. And then I have a nonprofit where we teach students how to do the same. And we provide pro bono services to nonprofits in the community. And I'm already familiar with 1 Million Cups. I'm a regular patron of the Manassas one. But yeah, I just wanted to try out new cup locations.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us. We're happy to have you. Anyone else? I didn't think I saw anyone else, but if I missed you, please unmute yourself and introduce yourself and how you heard about us. Okay, for those of you who are regular members or regular community participants, if you are welcome to introduce yourself in the chat. You'll see some other folks are doing that already. This is a way that we can contact each other afterwards as we save the chat at the end of the session. Next slide, please. So this code is the important code. This is how 1 Million Cups National learns that we are active and participating or holding these meetings every Wednesday at 9 a.m. If you will scan over the QR code with your phone, it will allow you to register and let our numbers show that we are active. You can see that we are averaging around 20 to 25 people per Wednesday, and it's always the more the merrier. And this QR code appears later on in the presentation as well. And here it is again. So these meetings don't happen in a vacuum. We have an organizing team that gets together for, I was going to say organization, which means I need more coffee, that puts this together, organizes our presenters, as well as acts as brand ambassadors for 1 Million Cups. If you would be interested in doing more than just providing feedback on Wednesday morning, we would be happy to have you. Just let us know in the chat with a me. Our other partner is the Central Fairfax Chamber of Commerce. They are a great support organization that is providing not only promotion of 1 Million Cups, but also some great resources, some of which will appear later on in this presentation. Next slide, please. Jen, would you like to speak to our location sponsor?
Absolutely. Welcome, everyone. Good morning. Thrilled to have you here. Mason Enterprise Center is our location sponsor. We meet there the first Wednesday of every month. That is a hybrid meeting, so you can join us online or in person. One of the reasons we have you scan our QR code is because we give swag when we're at MEC in person, so be sure to join us. MEC is a fantastic incubator, and yes, they provide workspace for startups, small businesses, etc. But what they really excel in is providing mentorship. They have over 24 mentors. They also collaborate and partner with the SBDC, the Women's Business Center, ICAP, and Apex, which is another incubator. So if you are interested in scaling or growing your business, do check out their website. I'm going to put a link in chat to their events page. They have an event coming up in June called People and Money, Balancing a Startup's Most Valuable Business Assets. That is in person. So again, if you're trying to grow your network, Mason Enterprise Center is fantastic, and we really value our partnership with them. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Maria, I believe, to speak about our coffee sponsor.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And here, proud to represent Spark Art 2, since Sonal is unfortunately unavailable to join today. Spark Art 2 is an AI-powered digital marketing and web solutions company focused on helping healthcare providers and local businesses grow through smart digital strategies. Their team combines software engineering expertise with AI-driven marketing, SEO, website development, social media management, and digital advertising to help businesses improve visibility, attract customers, and make data-informed marketing solutions. They focus on creating a tailored, high-touch solution that help businesses compete more effectively in today's digital landscape. Thank you.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Jen. Next slide, please. So how our meetings work, we're going to hear from our presenter this morning, and they will share their business challenge with us, and then we will have a Q&A session with feedback, positive feedback, to help them with their challenge. We ask, if you're not asking a question, to please remain on mute. John will remind you of the rules once we get to the Q&A section. We ask that you be considerate of the presenter's time, keep your questions short and to the point, and we also remind the presenters that you will get a transcript of this, so you don't have to write everything down and try and capture everything in real time. Next slide, please. So today we're going to hear from Andrew Colsky with bepicked.com. And Andrew, I'm going to turn this over to you and John Rutenberg.
Thank you. I'm going to try and share my screen, and hopefully it will work. It's not letting me do it. So why don't we, let me try it one more time. If not, I'll have you all do the slides. Slideshow. Right. It doesn't want to take it from my side, so I'm going to stop sharing. I'll have you all do the slides. How about that? All right. So we can go. There we go. All right. So I am Andrew Colsky. I'm founder of a company I call Be Picked. We give professional service providers the unfair advantage in client acquisition, and I will explain to you how that works as we go through our next slide here. Today I'm coming to you because we're a new company and I want to have a discussion about the best ways that I can get my first 25 clients. And I'll share with you what I've been doing and what I am doing and what the company is first, but that'll be our question for today. So we can go to the next. The company itself is founded, we'll say, 2025, so mid last year. I saw the need for this type of a company, and so I started working on it. I anticipate actually launching the company hopefully in July. I've already started doing a lot of background work on it, which I'll talk about, but I'm doing some beta testing on the software product that I'll explain. So I'm hoping July 2026. We haven't sold our first service yet because we haven't launched it officially yet. And we operate on the World Wide Web, so anywhere and everywhere. We can go to the next slide. The problem we solve is a problem that I had myself. I am and have been a professional service provider. And I ran into all sorts of problems trying to get myself out there on social media, on the web. I was spending hours and hours and hours every week that I didn't have because I couldn't run my business because I was spending all my time doing the social media. So I got to a point and I realized I've got to improve this somehow. So what happened is I created something for myself that I realized could be used by others. And ultimately, we automate the process of distributing social media content on a client's behalf so that they build credibility and own their niche. That's different from just putting out a bunch of social media postings. We are focused on getting you picked, getting you chosen, not getting you just seen. And I'll get into that as we go further. So how do we make revenue? The primary revenue generator is going to be our SaaS platform, which we call the credibility generator. That's the meat, the engine behind all of this that takes all of the work and all the learning and everything that I've done for myself and puts it into an automated process that still keeps a human in the loop, but it automates all the stuff that wastes your time and takes your time. And I'll talk more about that in a minute. We also have Be Picked Academy. This is an ecosystem that I'm building. We're not just giving you access to a software product. We're giving you a software product. We're giving you an academy. We're giving you coaching, support, additional learning. We give you a fully comprehensive directory listing that everything ties back to. So when people find your content, they can come back and find your listing on the directory. So there's multiple pieces to this. So that's the subscription fee part. All of that comes together under one subscription. I also wrote a book, Left of Trust, that talks about why we do this and how we do this, because it's not about being found, it's about being picked, which is the part where most companies out there miss. So we've got that book available for pre-order already. And then in the future, the idea would be to do some additional webinars, seminars, maybe even a retreat. TIC is something I use in the book, which stands for Trust is the Inevitable Conclusion. And the idea is when you go out there on the web and in social media, if you put the right type of content in front of the right people consistently, a lot of little pieces all start to add up, and that's what ultimately builds your credibility, and that's what gets you picked. So that's kind of the current revenue generation model. What do we offer? So our core service is helping professional service providers distribute the social media and build online credibility and authority through consistent AI search optimized content creation and distribution. Our ideal client is small service providers who know that they need an online presence, but don't have the time or the money to do it correctly. If you go to our website right now, you're going to see it's heavily focused on attorneys because I wanted to start somewhere, but the entire software and everything, when you get into it, is designed for all small professional service providers. The unique value that we provide is we combine trust psychology, AI search optimization, and automated multi-platform content to build credibility and authority before the first conversation ever happens. So we're getting you out there. The person who's searching the web at 3 a.m. has a problem that they need solved. They're going to find your content because we're putting it out there the right way, and they're going to decide that they want to hire you before they even call you. And that's the whole psychology behind all this. The thing that differentiates us is we automate this system for you. There's still human in the loop. You still have full say over all content. We encourage you to uh, add into the content, put your own stamp of approval on it. But basically, the real thing to understand is you come into the software. The first thing we do is we say to you, here's the top 5 questions this week that people are asking on the web about. Maybe you're a divorce lawyer, divorce law. You say, great, I want to talk about one of those, or I want to create my own. You click the button. It generates a blog article for you using AI, but we have a very comprehensive prompting system we've designed to make sure that it's doing everything the right way to attract AI engines and others. You can then modify that if you want, or you can accept it as is. You click accept, and the blog automatically gets posted on one of our sister websites, which is called Wintui, that stands for What I Need to Understand Is. And it's a library of articles about professional services where people can find the information. You can also post it on your own website and anywhere else you want. Once you do that, the platform moves on. It creates a proper LinkedIn post for you along with images. You can modify it, accept it as is. You click accept, it automatically posts it to your LinkedIn account. It moves on to the next thing, and it automatically will post something to your Google business page, letting people know, hey, we got new content, come check it out. And then it goes to the next phase, which is it automatically drafts a script for a YouTube video. And the magic behind this one is if you upload a picture and a sample of your voice, it is designed to specifically create an avatar of you that you can modify any way you want to, or you can use one of hundreds of other avatars that we have. And you can choose what you're wearing, you can choose your background, you can choose if it's a full body shot or a headshot or whatever it is. And once you approve all that and set it up to your liking, you click generate. It generates the video for you based on the script you have and automatically posts that for you as well. So we took all the administrative nightmare out of it and made it simply click, click, and you're done. So who's our target audience? The ideal audience would be small professional service providers. Like I said, we're starting with lawyers, but certainly not turning away anybody else. But we had to start somewhere. At least that's my thought that I'd love to hear feedback on. The companies and organizations that could benefit from partnering with us, this is an interesting one. There's a lot of content marketers and SEO and pay-per-click marketers out there, and some of them get very concerned when I talk to them about what I'm doing. They feel like, oh, you're using AI to come in and take our jobs. And that is absolutely not what we are doing. We fill a certain part of the market, and then the actual live content marketers and all are an incredibly important part of the market as well. We could be a service that they can use to help get the lower cost clients in the door, provide services for them, and then help them grow so they can afford the higher cost live content marketing. So we don't really compete with anybody. We are a great resource for people. It's just hard to get them to understand that. And I'm trying to figure out the right message. Marketing channels that I'm using right now today. I've got a regular blog that's been going out for a couple of months now. a podcast that goes out one episode weekly. That's really popular. I've got a whole bunch of episodes in the bank already. I'm using a LinkedIn business page. I'm just setting up Sales Navigator on LinkedIn. I've got a Google business profile. I've already got 10, I think, 5-star reviews there. A YouTube channel. Working on being a guest on other podcasts. And I have a website that is, we're doing a lot in the background to bulk that up along with the academy. I've got the book that is out there. We do a free assessment for people, which is when I'm on a podcast or giving a talk, I tell people, if you want to know whether you're in a good place or not, take our free assessment and it'll let you know your strengths and weaknesses. We have free trials. Once we get the platform up, there's free trials. And I'm working on adding Facebook and Instagram and some others. So that's getting out there and speaking is something big that I'm working on. So who are the competitors? As I said before, we've got content marketers. The pros for our company compared to a content marketer is we're faster, we're cheaper, we offer you more control over content yourself. You don't have to go through a third party to do it. We automate the process rather than constant communication back and forth, and we offer more options that they literally just can't offer. They can't do videos of you on the spot unless you go in and arrange a video shoot and do all sorts of things. It takes a lot of time. The cons for us is we're not fully human. Some people want the fully human. We're a software product, so we don't have the personal interaction that you would get with a content marketer. The process is relatively static compared to a one-on-one with a content marketer. Video creators is another one. We create custom avatars. Therefore, we can have unlimited personal videos with unlimited backgrounds, anything you want. You don't have to go somewhere to shoot a video and spend all day editing it. We create new content on demand. The video that we put out is tied to your blog and the other content postings you've put out there so that you maintain that consistency across the web that is so important for AI engines. Pay-per-click marketers, pay-per-click, I've already kind of talked about those. So we can move on to our next slide here. Basically, how I can leverage competitors to expand is all identified competitors could benefit from partnering as we can help them cover an element of the audience that they don't serve. Like I said, the lower cost clients and helping them automate some of their own processes. The biggest challenge we have is some of them see us as a threat instead of an opportunity. So that brings us back to our question is, how do I get my first 25 clients once I launch this platform?
So thank you very much, Andrew. That was fantastic. Congratulations on what you're doing. A round of applause for the man. And we'll now open it up for questions. And I see some hands coming up. Please put up your electric hands and we will recognize you. Please ask one question. And Andrew, as we've talked, say thank you very much. What a great idea. And I'll go next question because you don't have to take notes. It's recorded. You'll get the video, the transcripts, etc. So I'll begin. I see hands up already. So I've got Melinda, Tom Naffer, Jen, Rose. Sandra, is your hand up? Yes, it is. Okay, great. Melinda.
I'm going to start with questions and come back with some ideas because I've already got ideas. My first question is, when you first started describing your service, it reminded me of old media lists that you would buy. And you would get contacts so that you could reach them, whether it be agencies to continue to, spread your word, or TV stations or whatever it might be. And I was thinking, hey, that's a really good target audience to take it to places like that so that they get additional publicity. And then as I looked at that, I wanted to know, are you looking at local, regional, national, or international? Are you starting local and keeping it local where you can do local stuff and really build it out? Or what are your plans?
Yeah, great question. So basically, I'm trying to be very intentional about focusing. And so because I'm in the Washington, D.C. area, I figured let me start with attorneys. Let me start with Washington, D.C. and local attorneys. Let me try and go and talk with them and, give them information that's going to be helpful to them about their marketing. And really kind of start from that local level. So I'm reaching out to local news stations and radio shows and podcasters, et cetera, to try and be on their shows. And I'm hoping that will kind of get me started.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Tom, you're on mute, sir.
Making my way over there. Great presentation. This goes back to the like halfway through your presentation, you asked a question about on your messaging. When you were talking about dealing with the question about this is not about eliminating jobs, right? I, I was thinking that maybe in your messaging, this can probably help you with, kind of positioning for new customers. Focus on the messaging about helping small businesses scale, right? Helping the small businesses scale and generating more content to reach new target customers versus focusing on a job replacement tool, right? It's about getting out, context relevant messaging to new audiences faster, better, cheaper to help grow your business. So it's not about replacing any jobs. It's about helping to expand your business and your economy of your company by using your tool.
Yeah,
That's it.
great comment. Thank you.
Great.
Sure.
Jen.
As a personal brand strategist, since this is what I work with clients on, I'm curious, how many people have you had as beta testers? Do you need a beta tester? I'm happy to offer myself up as one to give you feedback. I do have attorneys as clients and other industries, so happy just to give insight on, from my perspective, what's awesome that I would pay to license, right? Because that's also a revenue model, or to help scale, as Tom said. So I'm curious, do you have any beta users right now?
So thank you for the question. The answer is I don't have them yet, and I am looking for them, so I would welcome them. I have been beta testing myself, working out all the final little kinks and bugs before I gave it to the next set of beta testers. So just made some tweaks yesterday or 2 days ago with my programmer, and now it's sitting on my desk to do my next round. But yes, if anyone here wants to be a beta tester, or if you have beta testers, I would like to know. Easiest way would be to, I guess my email is, I'll put my email in the chat for everybody.
Perfect. Thank you.
Excellent.
Happy to help.
Thank you.
Rose.
Maybe on a related note, to find those beta testers, are you finding the challenge is getting finding those lawyers or getting them to react to your outreach because you're a cold outreach, or is it that after you have the conversation is just full of objections? I'm just curious, where in that funnel are we? At the very top, you need to even know where the lawyers are?
Well, so I understand the question, and the
Yeah.
good thing about picking the lawyers and focusing on the DC local market, it's
Yeah.
easy to identify where those are because I am a lawyer in DC, and so going to the DC
Oh,
Bar
great.
Association, I can easily get
Great.
access. I have
Yeah.
not started to reach out yet because I want to have the tool ready when I find a beta tester to have them beta test.
Ah.
So I haven't been getting any objections from anyone. The only objections would be from people who see themselves as a competitor of mine,
Ah.
but they're not really competitors.
Good. Sandra, then Steve, then Ramit, then back to Melinda.
Okay, my question has to do with the target market associated with those first 25 clients. And since they're going to be lawyers, have you narrowed it down in a way that the lawyers that you're trying to pull in can see themselves as your target market? Have you identified more demographics other than lawyers?
Yeah, my specific focus is small firm lawyers, so solo practice up to like a group of 10 who are active with the Bar Association in looking to learn how to market their practice and all. The DC Bar Association puts on a presentation at least once a month, it may be more, where they actually, all new lawyers in DC have to go to this presentation, and one full day is all about marketing your practice. So I'm hoping to work with them to come in and be a speaker for them, not to sell the product, but to make people aware of what things they need to know about. And that's why I created that free assessment, because when you take that assessment, it's going to hit you right between the eyes of, oh my God, I can't believe I'm not doing these things.
Excellent. Up next is Steve Rinaldi. Then I'm going to go to Prabmeet, to Nicole, to Michael Butera, Maria, and then Melinda. All these new people are popping up. It's good. Mr. Rinaldi.
Andrew, have you thought about exhibiting at the upcoming Maryland State Bar Association convention in Ocean City? It's coming up in the next 2 weeks.
I actually thought about things like that, but I didn't think that I was ready yet, and I didn't want to jump the gun. So I have thought about putting articles in the Bar Association magazines, trying to go to local Bar Association meetings, statewide conventions, etc. I just have been, moving as fast as I can to get this thing ready.
Definitely. Prabmeet, are you available? If not, I'll go to Nicole.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Okay,
Give me
good.
one second. Yeah, so Andrew, from your presentation, I'm a little bit confused with what you're trying to do. Are you creating the content for the content marketers, or and you're enabling them further, or are you helping the smaller businesses? In this case, you're starting with the law firms to say, okay, this is how you should be generating content. And you talked about blogs, you talked about avatars, and you talked about videos. So can you clarify that for me, please?
Sure. So the initial intent and design is for the small professional service provider to do it themselves. So they just have to log in, sign up for an account, and we basically walk them through and do everything for them in a very simple process. However, it also could be used by someone who does the marketing for them and wants to bring in more clients and automate the process to get in some additional revenue for themselves, so they can certainly sign up to do that as well. So that's why I say we're not competing with other content marketers. We're actually a tool that they could use, but the primary market was the professional service provider themselves.
So in your opinion, the professional services people are capable enough to start using your tools for marketing, correct?
Yeah. I designed it so it is literally, if you can read English and click a button, you're there.
Okay. I know you mentioned beta testers. I can sign up for one, so I'll reach out to you.
Yeah, please email me. I'd love it.
Sure. Thank you, John. Back to you.
Thank you. Nicole.
Hi. So I checked out your website and I have a few points of feedback, I think, towards your challenge. And one of them is under the credibility generator. It's called the credibility generator, but you said that you're targeting lawyers. And so I feel like there's a disconnect between that name and your target audience. A lawyer is looking for honesty, trust, and yes, credibility, but maybe that's not what you're leading with. They're not looking to generate credibility. They're looking to earn it. And so maybe there's a disconnect there. Maybe you don't go with that particular, if you're going to focus on lawyers, maybe not use that particular name. And then, and I don't know if you already have it patented or anything like that, but if you don't, consider that. The site overall, I'm in tech, it feels more like a marketing funnel than it would something that is targeted towards attorneys, lawyers, and the professional services space. So that's my thoughts on that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. And you're absolutely right. The website that is up right now is designed to be a marketing funnel type of thing. The credibility generator, I mention it there so that people can sign up to be made aware when it's available, but I'm building an entirely different website and everything for the actual tool that I'm talking to you about. So it just isn't ready to be published yet, but we're getting close.
Got it. Okay.
Thank you.
Excellent. Michael Butera.
You're on mute.
That's something new and different, me on mute. Thanks, John, for bringing me up. I appreciated your presentation, particularly saying, it's not personal, but I would like to suggest to you that that may be a very serious problem in the long run. I've been watching very carefully commencement speeches this year. And I noticed, and maybe you have as well, that Eric Schmidt, CEO at Google, he was actually booed off the stage at commencement things, speaking about AI and how you don't need all the people and so forth and so on. So I think that you should at least consider some way to make this more personal in terms of contact than what I saw in the presentation.
Yeah, very valid point. And the reality here is because AI is so new, every one of us uses it a million times a day, and we don't even know it, because we can't function out there. We can't do banking. We can't go to the grocery store. We can't do anything without using AI. We just don't know we're using it. So I've had, from people who are the potential clients, I've had a lot of really wonderful feedback. They can't wait to use it. It's the other content marketers that I speak to sometimes. Some of them get it. Some of them feel like, oh, you're coming to take my job, which we're absolutely not. We're actually helping to create businesses that can afford to use them. But that is a challenge with the messaging, and I do have to be aware of how to best, position it.
Absolutely. Okay, so I have new people, Maria and Amy. Then I'll come to Melinda, Rose, and Jen. So Maria, you're on mute.
Yes, kind of finding my cursor. So Andrew, I'm gonna ask one question and then go back into the line. I went to your website, and I think the first one would be, I see that you have a start a free trial, and then it goes to another part of the website and says coming up. I think you will benefit from having a wait list. So everybody that clicks for the free trial has that opportunity for you to capture that interest already.
Mm-hmm.
And as an add-on, I think that once they click and say, join the wait list, you add a couple of questions. Most importantly, what is your current pain point for your marketing content? So you're doing two things at that, very important. You're getting to know your clients before they become your clients. And you're getting a list of people that are ready to buy.
Yeah.
Now, you've spoken, that was more of a comment. The question would be, you've spoken about your first 25 first clients, but I see that you have trying to have a very broad reach right now. And I think because you're talking about marketers, solopreneurs that are service providers, you're talking about lawyers. So you are speaking for too many people and so the message is getting diluted for all the other ones. So going back to who would be your ideal 21st clients if you can pinpoint them from that pool?
Yeah. So excellent comments. I had hoped to be a little bit further along on the new website and everything by the time I made the presentation, but such is life. So you're right. We do have it all set up where we're supposed to be getting the wait list and all that. The first 25 clients I'm focused on are, and this is why I said I'm being super, in my opinion, laser focused on small attorneys in the Washington, D.C. area. I was just mentioning as part of our discussion here that when we were talking about competitors, how we're not really a competitor to other content marketers. We're a tool they could be using. But I'm not focusing on them. I'm focusing on the attorneys to start with, and then trying to build out from there.
Excellent. Amy.
I love when Maria's like my teaser for what I wanted to say. So, Andrew, thank you for the presentation. I appreciate it. I empathize with you. As I'm listening to you, I think the challenge is always there's so many opportunities. And when you were speaking about partnering with other content marketing firms or other content service providers, the first thing that popped into my head is a hashtag I use all the time, which is collaboration over competition. You may be using it already. I don't know. My other thought is going right back to what Maria was saying as far as refining your client target or your new customer target. One of my challenges, weirdly, with a candy company is you can't be everything to everyone. So even just by saying, I want to target small attorneys or small law firms, I think that taking that step back and refining that, and not a sermon, just a thought. I feel like we could all do a town hall on customer demographics and refining target customers every month within 1 million cups, because that's a challenge for all of us. So thank you very much and good luck.
Thank you.
Excellent. Melinda, you've waited patiently. Then I'll go to John Norse after you.
Okay, I'm gonna spit out a bunch of ideas. One of the first things I thought of is I had a client for about 3.5 years, and it was the credit collection attorneys. They were an association, so I really think there are a number of associations that would be a great place for you to focus because they have to do all of this PR or whatever you want to call it, getting messages about them and about their members. And that would be a really strong place to focus and an easy place. Not all of them are in DC, but you can easily reach them. This association was in DC, they're now in Florida. But I'd be happy to introduce you to the people that are in charge. I also wrote down on my list the Washington Business Journal. They publish a list of lawyers. You get to find the biggest lawyers, but they may have a smallest lawyers list as well. I'm not sure. You've already got the Bar Association trade shows. There are trade shows specifically for lawyers in this area. Become a keynote speaker, like you're doing with the Bar Association. And the Bar Association may be able to give you the names of some of the trade shows that are coming up. And I think that's enough for now, and I'll let the next person go.
Those are some great ideas. Thank you.
Fantastic. John Norse, then we'll go to Rose, Jen, Maria.
Hey, Andrew. My question for you is, you're targeting like solo practice lawyers, and that's no different than a small business owner of any discipline, any service. And I think the messaging for me that would resonate more is that I don't have the time or an organized method to market. It's not that my marketing's not working. I may not market. I may not have the time because I'm having to do my accounting. I'm going to have to bill people. I mean, who knows what services I'm being buried with at 10 o'clock at night. So I would think, to me, at kind of face value, the messaging is more like, hey, for 10 minutes a week, you can have an organized marketing program to generate more interest in you. The other thing is, it's hard as any business, whether it's my business, anyone, I don't really know what I'm losing out the door. I mean, I don't have a shopping cart that people put items in and abandon. I don't have a way to track what I'm not getting. Really, what I'm interested in is what I'm getting. So if today is 0 and you can get me 1, I'm winning. So I think the strategy you're taking well, it may work. I don't know. I don't know anything. But I would change your messaging to attract, first of all, more attorneys saying, my problem is I don't have the time to market. I would love more business. How can you help me do it? And here's the value of it. And I think you'd find more wins that way. That's just my 2 cents. I mean, there are people on here that provide service like a bookkeeper. Why do I, as a business, use a bookkeeper? Because I don't have the time to do it. Why do I have as business hire an accountant? Because they can do it for me more cost effectively. So it's the same thing you're saying is I can do your marketing for $100 a month, whatever the value is. That to me is your business.
Thank you. Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. Rose.
I just want to say thank you for coming out. You've multiple times said that you don't feel like the product is ready for a prospective customer or other people other than you. So thank you. You had the bravery to share it with all of us and get this feedback. So thank you, thank you. My one point is I would actually pull CPAs off your list. I know we haven't talked about them. Lawyers are your number one. There are specifically CPAs. As of 2027, 75% of CPAs were retirement eligible. We have a huge pipeline shortage. They are not needing new clients, they're calling all the time. So, like, maybe not the right clients, but like, I do think you're better off focusing on the small lawyers.
Yeah, thank you.
Excellent. Jen.
Thank you, John. One of the things, Andrew, to think about is analytics, and I'm going to build on what John Norris said, ROI. So when I'm working with clients, I can go in and look at, this is the visibility this piece brought. Now, for some of these platforms, they're very not interested in sharing information like LinkedIn. Can you speak to analytics, ROI? And I think having messaging around that that's very specific would be helpful as you're hopefully building case studies for your marketing, right? So I think to get 25 clients, you really want to have at least a few case studies that show here's what's happened. And I will tell you from my experience, at least, you need at least 1 month to 90 days to really show movement and metrics that are of significant value. So let me pause there, but I'd love to know analytics and ROI, how do those show up in the platform? Because I see a lot of content creation, but will you be able to show people the output or the impact?
Yeah, that's an important question. I've thought about that a lot. And the answer to that is right now we haven't built much of that in because we are linking to your own LinkedIn account, your own Google business page, your own YouTube channel, your own stuff. Each one has its own analytics that shows you number of viewers, number of likes, number of all these things. So it makes sense that in the future that I would try and find a way to add that piece in as part of the dashboard. But again, I'm at MVP and everything takes money and everything takes time. So you're right. I agree with you. I would like to build it in, but I have to start with the MVP.
Just one follow-up piece then. I would think about what add-on services could you provide that people can upsell or upcharge for, like analytics or helping them brainstorm content. Most of my clients need a thought partner, not AI. So I know you have some discovery stuff in here, but those are two things that I think could be upsold services that should go with your platform. I think if you don't have them, it's not a deal breaker, but it'll be tough.
I appreciate that.
Maria.
So, two things. The pricing. Can you talk about what your expected pricing range would be?
That's a great question. And boy, have I been beating my head against the wall with that one, trying to figure it out. Where I stand right this minute, and I would love your feedback collectively. So when I look at, content creators, live human beings, I'm seeing minimum pricing of $2,000 a month average pricing of $5,000 a month up to $10,000 a month. This is what I was being charged when I was hiring people to help me with this stuff. Lawyers, one of the reasons I started is because the average or the lowest rate for a lawyer in DC typically is $450 an hour and up. So then I looked at the fact that I'm offering an entire ecosystem. It's not just a tool that you go and click some buttons. It's an entire ecosystem. There's a tremendous amount of background work put into this thing so that when you put something out, you're putting out the right thing, the right way, properly formatted, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So my thought process was to have 3 tiers. Tier number 1 would be sort of the entry level tire kicker person who wants to kind of figure it out. Somewhere around $190 a month or something is going to give them the basic minimal tools. Mid-tier is someone who's kind of committed to stepping into the water, but still not totally sure. That one would go to about $390 something. And then top tier, where you get all the bells and whistles and more, is closer to about $690. But what it's giving you is, I mean, for 1 hour of billing time, you're getting an entire month's of very highly specified content designed to really hit the right market the right way and get you out there. I could be totally off. I could be too low. I could be too high. I'd love feedback.
John Norse.
Yeah, Andrew, listening to your pricing, one of the most important things is you want to be in the shoes of the lawyer, not Andrew. And you want to see what they think the value of your service is. It's not, well, 1 hour makes sense. Well, what if I'm a bad attorney and I charge 300 and you're a great attorney and you charge 1,000? I mean, you want to be in their shoes and go, how do I look at it saying I would pay $500 a month if I had a fully integrated marketing program that would generate one sale a month that makes me $3,000. Okay, 3,000 minus 500, I make $2,500. I can afford that for the second month and the third month and the fourth month. So when you're looking at the pricing, it's what will a lawyer value your service at? Has nothing to do with hours, times, billable hours. I mean, sure that you can use that as a data point, but it's what's the value in. And I can't help. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know. I don't even know what I would pay today for someone to do a search. It's not something I thought about, but I mean, spend some time. Call Stephen Rinaldi. He's a very successful attorney right there. Or maybe he's going to tell you in a few minutes. But ask him, what would you pay for this?
Great comment. Listen, Rinaldi and then Jen, and then we have to stop because we won't have time to finish our program. Steve.
Thank you, John. That was a good segue and lead in. I'm thinking as the things get cleaned up and there's more human interaction, similar to Mike Butera, because when people hire an attorney, they got to know, like, and trust you. Okay. And I've had people go out there because they know, like, and trust other people. I have people come to me of know, like, and trust. On solo and very small firm, 190 to maybe 395 would do it. The $600 a month, you're looking at law firms, maybe 10 to 50 people. You're going to have to probably go up on that level. Okay, because I'm just thinking, in the legal practice, even the world's largest law firms have very erratic cash flow.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you don't know. I mean, you get out there and market, you do a great job of what you do, and a client who knows what they're doing will maybe do a search at the bar, a judicial case search before they hire you to make sure there are no problems. But even there, your cash flow is erratic. Few small firms are going to swing 600 a month.
Okay.
Your market there is going to be 190 to 395. You want to go this at $600 a month. You're going to have to go look at probably the 10 to even the 75 size. On the hourly rates in DC, the rates are a little higher because you're dealing with trade association clients and corporate clients. Out in the suburbs, the hourly rates tend to be lower. and the salaries tend to be lower for attorneys.
Jen,
So
Thank you.
I'm just giving you the Bethesda pricing. 190
no,
to
that's
395 would be okay in Bethesda.
great. That's the best information I've had yet. Thank you.
Andrew, one last question. You say on your website that the users own all of the IP. I would just be curious, and we can take this offline too. What AI platform are you plugging into, or is it a closed loop system where you actually are controlling the IP?
Yeah, so that I'd love to have a discussion offline about that because I'm sure there's a lot of stuff we could talk about.
so guys, I think we have to cut it off. It's at 9:56 and we have a few minutes more. I apologize. There are a couple of hands up, maybe at 10 when we're done. The last and traditional question we ask our presenters, what else can our 1 Million Cups community help you with today, Andrew?
Well, man, I could give you a whole long list, but I'll tell you the number one thing would be if you have someone who wants to be a beta tester or you want to be a beta tester, just emailing me your information. As soon as I get it to that point, I'd love to work with you all to do that because then I'm going to get a whole bunch of feedback from that, which will help me move to the next level.
And you know, I was the original guy who said to you a month ago, I'll be one of your beta testers when you're ready. So don't forget me. All right. Let's turn it back to our MC, Amy.
Thank you, John. And thank you again, Andrew, for the presentation. So next week, we're going to hear from VistAdvantage and learn about their challenges. So we hope that everyone here today will come back and join us again next Wednesday. Next slide, please. So on my screen, this is way too tiny to read because I'm not hooked up to my normal monitor. But on this slide, we share the upcoming events that are happening around Fairfax County. You can visit the events page, particularly the Central Fairfax Chamber of Commerce is very active. Tomorrow morning is the Referral Network Alliance, which is an opportunity to be engaged there. And then Veterans Growing America. The business pop-up shop is one that we like to highlight as well. And that's the last Thursday of the month. So that will be coming up next week. And Melinda or Maria, if you can, or Jen, if you can drop the link to the Central Fairfax Chamber, you already did it, I think, into the chat, that would be fantastic. So you can see with our presenter schedule here, we do have a number of new presenters, and we are filled through mid-June. But if you have a business challenge, and really who doesn't, and are willing to share it with the group, we would love to hear from you. July is wide open. And so all you need to do is scan that QR code to apply to be a presenter. And you will get to work with a lovely coach who can give you a safe space to work through the presentation as well as give you some tips on what's happening in our space and what to expect. Next slide, please. Let your network know that you got something out of 1 Million Cups. So this is where we have our ask, which is invite someone, bring a friend next week. Share that what you got from 1 Million Cups on any of our social media platforms, particularly LinkedIn and Facebook are the two favorites. And then if you are interested in seeing previous presentations or maybe reviewing something that you've seen previously that struck you, please check out the YouTube channel. All the links are in one place and you can use that QR code and get there. Stick around a while. I have 45 seconds left. Stick around a while after 10 o'clock if you have the time. It's a good opportunity to connect with other entrepreneurs. And also, if you've not done so already, please scan the QR code to check in, which I'm going to do right now because even though I talked about it, I didn't do it.